Yes, good evening, good evening, good evening. You know the vibes. We are a little early tonight because we have some errands that we must run, but we must also give you the sauce. We have to give you the sauce, man. We have to give you the sauce. The show must go on. But let me check the feed first. Let me check the feed. We're going to bring something up real quick. I just want to make sure you guys are hearing me because yesterday, when I was dropping that fire, they tried to jam up the sounds. They try to jam up the sounds, man. They do that a lot, man. When you dropping, when you kicking it, really kicking it.
Good evening, good
Yeah,
evening,
we
good
sounding
evening.
good. When you are really kicking it, right? That's why I say, man, I come on here and I kick it, man. And that's what I like to do. When you love what you do and you have a passion, that's something it shows, right? So when I come on here and I kick this sauce, right?
When you have a passion, that's something it shows, right?
And I kick this sauce, see, unlike a lot of people that do this, I don't consider myself media like that no more because I could care less if I get credentials or this, that, and the third. I'm doing something totally bigger now, totally bigger. God has me on a whole nother mission in life. And I use my platform, my voice as such. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up the judges' scorecards, right? If you see the title that I said, I'm gonna pull the judges' scorecards up
I
in a
come on
second.
here
Cause I
and
want
I kick this sauce,
I want
right?
y'all to see that. Somebody sent me something very interesting and they want me to get down on it, on like I can. Because they know how I flow. I see Josh Taylor said he would destroy Javante Davis at 140. Unfortunately, they probably never let that fight happen. They never let that fight happen. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to pull up the scorecards, right? And I'm going to break something down. I want y'all to see this. Give me a second. See, I'm multitasking, man. I am multitasking. I'm pulling it up on the box and seeing right now. I want y'all to see the round, like round for round. Allergies is killing me today. I want y'all to see like how the judges scored the fight round by round. Cause that plays a major part. That plays a major part. Yeah. That plays a very major part. Here it goes right here. I'm gonna pull this up. All right, let me see. This article is on for y'all. I don't need that, Narina. For those of y'all that want to follow this, this is on bloodyelbow.com. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all. Pull it up for y'all. Then I'm gonna drop this sauce on it a little bit, man. A little bit, a little bit. a little bit. Just a little bit. I want y'all to see this, man. Because it was brought to the source's attention. So we gotta dissect it a little bit, man. We definitely gotta dissect it, man. Yes, Bloody Elbow. SB Nation. We gotta dissect this a little bit. I'm gonna pull it up, man. Like, and then I'm gonna break something down for y'all, man. Cause see, I was waiting to see if anybody was gonna talk about it, but you know how most of these quote unquote covers of the sport of boxing are. They played politically favorites, they played the network favorites and the popular favorites, so they don't really want to get down because they want to always remain friends, or they always want to like at the end of the day, if you are covering boxing, that's why I said, man, don't classify me as media like that no more, because now what I do is much more bigger. Not only is it bigger, I come on here and try to be as unbiased as possible. You see, a lot of people had picked Charlo to win the fight. You could just Google all the videos. Everybody had him beating Brian Castano, becoming the undisputed. So when he actually didn't win the fight and they called it a draw, and Brian Castano was somewhat rather impressive, man. Like, you have people saying that he might have won the fight, and it's possible if you watch the fight. But I'm gonna show you the judges' scorecards, man. Hopefully it'll be big enough when I pull it up for you. The bad 117, 111. Yeah, it's judges like that, right? They don't need to be judging fights, man, because there's no way that scorecard was valid, man. Like, come on, like, valid at all. Valid, man. But I'm gonna show y'all something. And this is what I like to do. I love doing this now. I love doing this. I put the wrong brother's name in Jamel. Charlo. What? This is you can't make this up, man. That's why, like, this dude should never be allowed to judge a fight, let alone a championship fight. Because not only did he it was history, man. One of these guys could have became the first undisputed junior middleweight champion of the world. But it ended in a draw. All right. You see how they do? Look, they always be trying to jam up my frequency. Let's get back over here. They love to try to jam up the frequency. I want to pull that up, man. I want to get that up. There it is right here. Bang, bang, bang. All right, I got it up for y'all. We about to rock and roll right now. I got it up. Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Shout out to Lord of the Rings, one of the producers of the show. Eric Moon is in action this Saturday in Atlanta. The saga continues for Mr. Moon, Eric Moon. He is definitely up Saturday. Tap in with that. But here we go. Watch this. Oh man, I love doing this now, man. I have so much fun. So much fun. So much fun. Here it is. Here it is. Yes, people. I'm going to show you the scorecard. I want you to see the scorecard. Let's get to the scorecard. Man, oh man. You see how, like, it is taking forever. Forever to load. It is taking forever to load. Steve Weisfeld, right? Steve Weisfeld had it 114, 113 for Castano, right? Now, Steve Weisfeld scored the 10th round, 10-8. And Castano still won by 1 point on his scorecard. Now, this judge over here, Nelson Vasquez. Can y'all see that? Let's see. I'm trying to, do the best that I can for y'all. Yes. Right here. Nelson. Here it is. Nelson. Yes, Narena. Yes. Okay, good. I know mommy got him. I seen him yesterday. Now, Nelson Vasquez, right? Lord of the Rings says facts. Nelson Vasquez, that's the judge that scored the fight. That's the judge that scored the fight. 117, 111. Now, he gave Brian Castano the 3rd round. He also gave him the 7th round. And he gave him the 9th round. Now, if you watch the fight, man, he only gave Brian Castano 3 rounds. Now, you mean to tell me, that's why I said these judges, man, some of these judges don't need to be judging fights, let alone championship fights, right? If you watch that fight, did you hear the rounds that I said he gave Castano? The 3rd, that's the round where he rocked Charlo. He gave him the 9th round and the 7th. The 8th round, he gave to Charlo. 10th, 11th, 12th, all for Charlo, right? Now, this other judge over here, Tim Cheatham, who had the fight a draw, So some of those rounds that I just ran off, you see Tim Cheatham seen them. He scored them, for either man, because they were like, what we call them, boxing. He would classify them as toss-up rounds. Like it could have went either way. But here's my thing. That Mr. Vasquez, Nelson over here. Nelson, not only did he cost Brian Castano a chance to make history, his scorecard, like what fight was he watching? What fight was he watching that he only was able to give Brian Castano 3 rounds? When Brian Castano, if you look at the punch stat numbers, landed more punches. And that 2nd round when he got hurt, watch that round. He still was firing back. Charlo was wild. He hurt him and stunned him, but he could not finish him. And Brian Castano was firing back. Now, the 10th round, that's when he really had him. But Brian Castano, being a seasoned warrior, seasoned world champion fighter, was able to weather the storm, got on his bike, held, did what he had to do as a world champion fighter. But this judge, man, this judge with this 117, 111 score and only gave the man 3 rounds. Now look at Tim Cheatham's scorecard. Tim Cheatham, the first round, gave it to Castano. The second round, he gave it to Charlo 10-9. The third and fourth rounds, he gave to Brian Castano. The fifth and sixth rounds, he gave to Charlo. The seventh, eighth, and ninth, he gave to Brian Castano. And then what we like to call the championship rounds, the 10th, 11th, 12th, all went to Charlo. So he was seeing those toss-up rounds like any other judge. That's why I can't fault him. I can't fault him because, like I said, they could have went either way. But if you listen to his coach, man, and you replay that fight, his coach wasn't even confident, man. Derrick James was telling him that he was letting it slip away, that he needed a knockout. He needed a knockout. So that should tell you right there his mindset. And you can look at the entourage, the Lions only entourage. They was in the crowd like, dumb because they were seeing it. But once again, hopefully they do a rematch, man, because that was a great fight. That was a great fight. It's just sad that the networks and the quote-unquote popular boxer, that influences the judges, man. Because this Nelson Vasquez, should never, ever ref another world champion fight, man. Never, man. It was a disgrace. He gave a guy 3 rounds. The other two judges, at least they had the fight for what it was. It was a back and forth type of fight, man. But this dude, I'm telling you, he should never, ever be allowed to judge a fight, let alone a championship fight. This was a historic, monumental fight. The winner of this fight was going to be the first undisputed champion in the junior middleweight history. And I alluded to this earlier. I said I was going to bring this up. If you follow me on Instagram, right? When Tony Harrison beat Jermell Charlo, right? I watched that's one thing I told you what I do, man. Like, I'm a student of this, man. We watch tapes. We break down tapes. We break down styles. Tony Harrison was giving a decision, a majority. I believe it was a majority decision. It wasn't even split with Jermell Charlo. That first fight at the Barclays, I was in attendance. Shout out to Tony Harris. I interviewed him after that. But yeah, like I was saying, Tony Harrison got a majority decision. Now, if you watch that fight and you watch the Brian Castano fight, now I gotta say this. This is my opinion. But Brian Castano did more work for the better fight, but yet was given 3 rounds from one judge. 3 rounds. 3 rounds, man. That's why I said you can't make this up, man. But hey, what do I know? Shout out to Lord the Rings, producer of the show. He said he don't know how to show his fighters how to. He doesn't. So, man, I'm not even going to speak on that, man, because like when you speak on certain stuff, oh, you're a hater, you're jealous, you're this, you're that. Nah, man, it is like at the end of the day, people can't take criticism because they have too many idol worshipers. They have too many people that kiss their ass and worship them like they gods. But then when you break some real science down to them, some real mathematics, the truth hurts. The truth hurts, man. See what Lord of the Rings said. He don't know how to show his fighters how to adjust in a bad situation. That's a fact, man. That's why I am a teacher. Let them train. Well, like I said that yesterday on the podcast, man. When I got on, I said he had the wrong playbook, and just like producer of the show, Lord of the Rings, just alluded to, he didn't make the proper adjustments, man. He didn't make the proper adjustments. Like I said, I'm not gonna get on here and give away free game no more. I'm not gonna do it, man. But it was like, if you watch the fight, keys to victory, they said one of the punches that he should have been throwing, that he didn't really throw, the uppercut. The uppercut was there all night. The uppercut was there all night because, and Lord of the Rings alluded to this too. Brian Castano was playing the ropes too much. Charlo was, man, too much. But what's the name? The uppercut was there all night. Brian Castano would have ran into one and probably maybe even got knocked out, because that's one thing about that wild, aggressive dude. He does have power. But I could say this: watching that fight numerous of times, Brian Castano took his confidence when he didn't hurt him. When Brian Castano was still standing up to him and fighting back, it took his confidence, because he's used to doing dudes how he did Tony Harrison. When he hurts him, he gets him out, he steamrolls him. But it didn't happen with this guy, man, because this guy had the same much willpower, if not more, than you. And shout out to World Combat Sports was on earlier. He even alluded to it too. He's seen it too. It kind of messed up Charlo's confidence. And Charlo is a I just want to say like this, like mentally to me, he's a weak fighter. It is what it is. This is my opinion. Like I said, I come on here and I talk my talk because I can do that. I own my voice, and I am not obligated to always speak highly and kiss certain fighters' ass. No, I see what I see. That's why I have two eyes and two ears. And like I just said, mentally to me, he's a weak fighter. He's weak. He's vulnerable. He's vulnerable. But yes, back to what I was saying. When Brian Castano was weathering the storm, the 10th round, it kind of messed with Charlo's confidence, man. And his coach knew it. All his little buddies knew it. The ones that was ringside watching the fight, because you was seeing it all in their demeanor. And then if you see the interview, shout out to my man, Rob the Reporter and Lord of the Rings, Ellie Setback's interview, where I believe Fight Hype or one of them asked Spence what he could have done, differently. And he said his coach is right there. They knew. Yeah, that's a fact. You see what Lord of the Rings said? He can't think winning. It's how you train. Yeah. It's how you think. That's a fact. And it starts in the gym. And like I alluded to yesterday, he had Juan Guzman in his corner also. Juan Guzman is a former Dominican world champion fighter, man. I would have loved to have seen him been a little more boisterous and gave some input, because he's a world champion. He been there. Not taking nothing away from Derek, but it's a saying like experience. Like Juan Guzman was a world champion. Granted, Derek was a professional fighter, but he wasn't a world champion. He trains world champion fighters. But I'm going to bring this up too, right? While I'm on the subject of training. I find it odd that Brian Castano has 2 draws against Ronnie Shield fighters. Yeah, because Charlo was a Ronnie Shield product, man. Laura the American Dream is a Ronnie Shield fighter. Brian Castano got 2 draws against them. Those are his 2 draws. Charlo and Laura, both trained by Ronnie Shields at one time. That's it. It all is simple mathematics and adjustments that you got to make as a coach, as a trainer. You know, he looked at the part like when he was coming back to the corner. Yeah, he's throwing combinations and telling him to throw the jab, but I gotta watch. I don't really think he was stressing enough to him to stay off the ropes. You are giving up all your leverage. That dude got so lucky, man. Yo, the third round, he almost got knocked out, man. And he got balls like that's what I said, man. Dudes be delusional. They be so caught up, and their egos be too big. Yo, Brian Castano rocked him, man. Yo, his knees buckled. Yo, the ropes held him up, man. Now that could have been scored a 10-8 round. Why didn't they want to make that a 10-8 round? Because, yo, the ropes held him up. And if you know anything about the rules of boxing, that's considered a knockdown if the ropes are holding you up. But hey, what do I know? What do I know, man? You know, I would love to see them run it back. I know, man. Shout out to my man, my guy, Ohio Runs Boxing. He got one of the funniest memes video out right now in regards to I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it on right now, man. So I know people want a good laugh, man. You know, I'm gonna throw that on right now for y'all, man. This is hilarious, man. I swear. I seen this. Oh my god. This was good, man. This was real good, man. Before I wrap it up, man, I definitely gotta highlight this. You know? And I'm gonna tell you something else, man. That's why I said I don't even care no more. I don't care no more because it's like I said, man, half these people that call themselves doing this, being media, they are cornballs. They are corny. And it is what it is, man. Like, they play favorites, man. And at the end of the day, that's why they get so upset over the source. Because, see, the source is going to call it how he sees it. And some of them can't take that, man. Because, like I said, they worship certain fighters and certain coaches. But, yes, this right here, classic, man. Salute to Ohio Runs Boxing, man. You got one with this one, my brother. This one is probably this guy's talented, man. He does his thing. This is probably one of the best ones that I've seen that he done. Oh man, that's classic, man. Yeah, that is classic right there. He broke. That's what I said. Brothers are geniuses, man. Brothers are geniuses and very talented. Yo, he took a snippet of the Jim Gray interview, post-fight interview in the ring, made the meme, whatever you want to call it, using a classic scene from The Wizard of Oz with the cowardly lion running away. Oh my God. And so when he was asked about a rematch, that's how he reacted. Classic, man. But hopefully they do the rematch, man. Like, that was a good fight, man. And, you know, dude always talks about being great and wanting to be on the pound for pound list. And I believe if he would have had won that fight, he would have got on the pound for pound list. And for Bud Crawford to say what he said, he was absolutely right. And I seen people was upset about that. But at the end of the day, man, it is what it is. Like, Bud Crawford, y'all get on his heels. Talking about he doesn't fight nobody. No, nobody wants to fight him. And then they use the networks, they use the promoters, they use all kind of other stuff, man. So you can't fault him, man. You can't fault him for knowing his worth, knowing his value. It's like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is with that, man. But he's a 3 division champion, a real 3 division champion, a former undisputed champion. So it's like, yo, he what he's saying holds value. It holds a lot of value. It holds a lot of value. But yeah, definitely check that brother out, man. Ohio Runs Boxing. Very entertaining page, man. Talented brother, man. Very talented, man, when it comes to making those memes videos, man. You better be careful though, man. When I'm gonna tell you, man, the Charlo brothers are gonna be mad and upset at him for that one. Cause that's how they do. They hold grudges. You know, they got some funny ways about them. Very funny ways, man. But that one was classic, man. Classic, man. Unfortunately, man, this was gonna be the heavyweight showdown week, man. But it got pushed back, man. It got pushed back. See, we would have had 2 bomb back-to-back weeks of boxing. Because not for nothing, that was a great fight. The outcome was what the outcome was, but that was a great fight, man. And they should run it back, man. He shouldn't try to go fight Erickson Lubin or no mandatory. Like, nah, run it back. Run it back. I know that's my phone. Hello? Hello?
Hello, my name is Stacy and I'm calling from VRI Interviewing. And today we're doing a political survey for Suffolk County.
Nah, I'm not interested. You see how these people be calling? I hung up on them, man. Was that rude? Was that rude?
Nope.
It wasn't, right?
Yeah, that was a spring.
Yes. Shout out to my guy Rob Vicario, man. See, why didn't I see some of these comments I don't even get to see? Why didn't I see that comment, man?
Yeah, that was a spring.
You had Coach Green on the scenes.
Subscribe to Jaha.
Shout out to my guy,
Yeah, man. Fitness through boxing, man. I seen him the other day. We was talking boxing. Former professional prize fighter. But yes, did you see the picture that I used, man, just to get off a little boxing right now? I used this picture right here because it motivated me when I went into the store. I went into the store and I seen the wrap noodles right here. I seen the wrap noodles in 7-Eleven, man. I seen the wrap noodles in 7-Eleven, and it motivated me because that's is one of my ambitions, to have my CMOS up in these stores, man. You think long range, you're gonna go long range. You think small change, you're gonna get small change. Like, that's one thing about me. I always never put a limitation on myself, and be on the lookout. The next design of the sneakers is about to pop off. I got a brand page being created, and we're gonna be working on a low top edition now.
I was thinking
That.
I was thinking like from Dr. Fitness.
Yeah. You're gonna have a pair.
Yeah, when I have my birthday.
Yep, you have a pair.
Yeah, you're gonna have it.
Yes, we are gonna close on that. Thank you to the producer of the show, Lord of the Rings, my guy Rob, Fitness Through Boxing.
And
Yes, we are about to go to the laundromat, I think. We gotta go wash some clothes, yes. Coach Green wants to go wash clothes. So you have to instill in your children, plant the seeds so that they can grow up to be functioning adults in society. Yes, go ahead. Just talk. They can hear you.
When I'm going on vacation, I have new headphones too.
Yeah, we're going on vacation. You hear that? See? That is correct. But yes, we are going to close on that note. Always remember, man, this was You were rocking out with yours truly. This was the JAK Talk Podcast, episode 168. 168 strong.
Yeah.
And this is the sauce. You know, the sauce. Sizzle. Sizzle. Let me show y'all. This is the sauce.
The sauce sizzle.
Yes. But I always remember, man, keep God first. Peace to Lord of the Rings, the producer of the show. Always remember, keep God first. Never place a limitation on what you can do and what you can become. Because the moment you limit yourself, the moment you put yourself in a box, you are done. That's why it's called a box. But when you think outside of the box, the endless possibilities are there. And I am living proof of that. Like I said, we are working on our second signature sneaker now, man. We got the high tops going out already. Salute to Malik and everybody else that purchased.
They're putting new hats.
I'm in the process of doing another sneaker, man. Another sneaker, man. This one's gonna be a low top, you know. Nice design. You know how I do, man. You know the vibes, man. Once again, man, everybody enjoy your Monday. You know, this is the start of the week, man. Make it a productive week. You know the vibes.
You know the vibes.
I holla.
Oh, holla. Peace out.